Booger McFarland's analysis of the NFL quarterback landscape in this video provides a broad yet insightful breakdown of where several key quarterbacks might fit best in the upcoming season, considering their respective skills, career trajectories, and the needs of potential teams. As an American football fan, this type of detailed commentary serves as a great framework for understanding the delicate balance between talent, experience, and team structure. Starting with Matthew Stafford, McFarland argues that Los Angeles remains the perfect fit for the veteran quarterback. After securing a Super Bowl ring with the Rams, Stafford doesn't have the same pressure to chase another title, which is often the driving force for older quarterbacks moving teams. His familiarity with Sean McVay's system, combined with a strong family and community presence in L.A., makes this a comfortable and logical choice. McFarland's take reflects an understanding of the stability that experienced players seek in the later stages of their careers, especially when they've already reached the pinnacle of success. Quality of life and family considerations often weigh just as heavily as performance and titles for aging stars, and Stafford is no different. The discussion on Aaron Rodgers takes a more critical tone, with McFarland suggesting it's time for Rodgers to retire. Rodgers' Achilles injury seems to have limited his once dominant mobility, and McFarland points out that when a quarterback's ability to move is integral to their game, and that ability declines, it's often a signal that the end is near. Despite being a four-time MVP and a lock for the Hall of Fame, McFarland believes Rodgers' time in the NFL should come to a close before he risks further tarnishing his legacy. This perspective comes from a place of respect for the game's legends, but also acknowledges the reality that even the greatest players must eventually step aside. Rodgers' potential suitors are few, and it seems McFarland is wary of seeing one of the NFL's most celebrated careers drag on beyond its natural conclusion. Next, McFarland speculates about a possible reunion between Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll in Las Vegas, which is a particularly interesting suggestion. After a disappointing season in Denver, Wilson may benefit from reuniting with his former coach to recapture the magic they had in Seattle. Las Vegas, potentially in need of a bridge quarterback to develop a younger prospect, could be the perfect place for Wilson to reestablish himself. McFarland's insight here reflects a common theme in the NFL. Familiarity and coaching fit can be just as important as raw talent. Wilson's ability to stabilize a team searching for an identity, while potentially mentoring a younger quarterback, might help him reclaim some of his former glory, especially under Carroll's leadership. Regarding Sam Darnold, McFarland takes a pragmatic approach, advising Minnesota to stick with Darnold, who resurrected his career after struggling early on. The partnership between Darnold and Kevin O'Connell has worked well for the Vikings, and McFarland cautions against abandoning that chemistry prematurely. Rather than making a splash by drafting or signing another quarterback, McFarland suggests the Vikings continue to nurture Darnold's progress with a short-term deal and give him the opportunity to further prove himself. This analysis speaks to the value of continuity in the NFL, where many teams are quick to move on from quarterbacks who aren't instant superstars. Darnold's trajectory shows that patience can pay off, especially when paired with the right coaching system. Lastly, McFarland touches on the possible retirement of Travis Kelce, the Kansas City Chiefs' legendary tight end. Reflecting on his own career, McFarland emphasizes that once a player starts thinking about retirement, it's usually a sign that it's time to hang up the cleats. Kelce, a surefire Hall of Famer, may have diminished slightly physically, but his mental approach to the game remains sharp. McFarland argues that retiring now, after an extraordinary career, would allow Kelce to leave on a high note, preserving his legacy rather than risking a decline. This analysis highlights the mental aspect of retirement. Once a player starts seriously contemplating it, the grind of preparation and commitment required to stay at the top becomes increasingly difficult to maintain. Kelce, having achieved everything a player could want, may be better served stepping away before his performance truly falters. In conclusion, McFarland's breakdown of the quarterback and player landscape is thoughtful and grounded in both football fundamentals and a deep understanding of player psychology. He carefully considers the specific situations of each player, where they are in their careers, what they've already achieved, and what the teams that might acquire them actually need. His insight is particularly valuable in showing how the NFL isn't just about physical performance on the field, but also about finding the right fit, maintaining mental and emotional well-being, and making smart career decisions that align with personal and professional goals.